In terms of overall using MyFitnessPal, I highly recommend saving the meals that you eat on a regular basis. Like for example, these are all the meals I have saved on a regular basis, and because I have them like literally virtually every single day, I pick and choose. So if I wanted to have it, I just click on it and it'll add it all to the meal straight away, and I'll see if it's going to fit in the day. I know I'm over waffling, but people are asking me stuff and I'm trying to give value in the video. What is good, people? Welcome to another full day of eating. Today, this is where failing to prepare or plan things will come back and bite you. So basically, I put on 300 grams of chicken breast to have in a wrap, not realizing that I have no tortillas left. I have no real carb source that I can quickly do, like a bagel or anything. So literally all I'm gonna have is 300 grams of chicken breast and I guess water, because I don't feel like putting together a massive meal of chicken and pasta for the first meal right before I go gym. It's gonna be a little bit too heavy for me. I forgot I bought these. This is like this little baby lettuce gems. So in case y'all know what that is. Oh, by the way, physique check. It's similar to the one I showed in the other video. I'm probably gonna snap off about 5 or 6 pieces. Wash them down in the water, because you should always wash your veg, because you don't know what bugs and stuff might still be in there. So yeah, at least we're not just eating basic chicken on its own. Even though I would still do that. I've done that in the past. But as you guys know, I'm trying to make everything more balanced rather than going super one-sided in something. Don't know what that was. Right people, so here we have it. I've also put some of this myprotein sugar-free barbecue sauce. I can co-sign this. It's actually been really good. I tried it out this week instead of using what I normally have, which is this one. And the myprotein one tastes really good, so I will be stocking up on this. I've only had this for a few days, and as you can see, I've used quite a lot of it. People, next up is currently 4 o'clock right now. I'm about to go to the gym. What we're going to use is a pre-workout. We are using the grape flavor. This supplement here, I want to shout out. I potentially may do a proper video on this supplement and the myprotein, the pump, which is basically a virtually very low caffeine pre-workout I take at night occasionally. But this is the one I take anytime I train before 6 p.m. It's really good, gives you a buzz, and I only use around 3/4 of it. Anyway, the next thing I'm going to eat right before we go is an apple, some standard gala apple. Peoples, we are on the way to the gym, and I'm just going to sip on the pre-workouts. People often ask me when to take the pre-workout. Do you take it beforehand or during? I do a bit of both. So for example, on the way to the gym, I'll start drinking it. I only live around 5-10 minutes away from the gym. And then I've probably drank about maybe 1/4 of it, and then throughout the workout I'll normally drink it. So by the time I've gone through my first little beginner exercises, so I probably would have drank the majority of it, and the rest of it just kind of helps me get through my session. Alright people, we are back from the gym, and we are going to speak some honesty right now. I went to the gym, started doing some pull-ups and did some rows. Instantly I realized that I was not feeling it. My joints felt like they were in pain. My body just felt weak in general, so I literally there and then decided, you know what, this isn't going to be a good workout. So I just stopped. I stopped the pull day, which I was planning to do. But because I took the pre-workout and I was so hopped up, obviously I was energetic, I decided to do my cardio instead. So I banged through doing around an hour on the cardio. So I did 15 minutes on the stepping machine, and on the rest of it I did it on the incline treadmill. So I had it set to 15 incline, 3 miles per hour minimum, and on the machine, and barely held on to the sides. I would say of the 40-ish minutes I was on the cardio on the treadmill, I would say I held on to the sides maybe 8 to 10 minutes spread out, because there's periods when I got real tired. But on the treadmill you should not be holding it any more than 15% of the time you're on it. Trust, you'll burn much, regardless of what the number of the machine says, you'll burn much more calories if you actually don't hold the sides. Trust me, monitor it like over a month. Anyway, so yeah, I haven't got like a pump. Well, I look like I got a pump, but I haven't. The next thing we're gonna cook, we're gonna go with salmon. I decided to be a little bit fancy and went for the little deluxe salmon rather than the normal one. So this is 2 Scottish slightly smoked salmon fillets. You're meant to have 1 fillet per time, but I have 2 because I really like the taste of salmon, because it is quite a lot of fat. Yes, it's healthy fish oil fat, but so per 1 fillet of salmon of this is around 250 calories and 17 grams of fat, which is why you really meant to only have 1. But I'm having 2. It's also 23 grams of protein. So yeah, I'm probably gonna have that with sweet potatoes. Normally I'd have sweet potatoes and whole wheat pasta because I really love it, but We're going to try and cut down on the excessive amount of carbs I don't need to have. Not because I'm going low carb or anything, just because realistically, you should have really, with your plate, with your protein source on a plate, you should have one main carb source. So either pick sweet potatoes or pasta, whatever you want, and then have veg with it. Normally, because I just love pasta, sweet potatoes, and salmon, I have all three, that's a lot of carbs. And pasta has a lot of calories. Alright, so what I'm going to do is get the food scale. I've just updated the batteries because it ran out. For those of you that moan about like, oh, I don't know how much calories I'm eating, buy a food scale. They're like £6 or £7. I got this from B&M. Alright, so we're going to go with sweet potato, as I said. You know what? I don't mind, I'm going to have all of it. Normally, I probably only have around 150 to 200 grams of sweet potato. I'm going to assume this is, I'm going to say as it stands right now, this is like a fun little game now. It's like, what's that game in America or wherever, where you guess the weight or price or something? The price is right. This is going to be, the pound is right. I'm going to guess that this is under 300 grams, but it's definitely more than 200 that I normally have. I'm going to say 250 to 280 grams. I'm doing a range. Oh, I was supposed to bring you guys. There you go, 270. Key things to note when you're making sweet potatoes. Technically, you don't have to season it. I used to always season sweet potatoes, but honestly, because they have a sweet taste, they tend to just taste great anyway, so you don't have to. When you are cutting them, cut them like a banana, so cut them like slice in circles, rather than trying to make fries. I know I say this every so often, but it does save people so much more time. I remember the time I used to try and make squares out of this to make it like French fries. It used to add on a good 5 to 10 minutes of effort, when as you slice like a banana, it's a quick 1, 2, 3, 4 and you're done. But what I will do is, I'm going to, like, once I chop it, I'm going to show you the weight, because obviously I'm going to cut the ends off the sweet potato, because I don't eat those bits. So the weight obviously is going to change. I'm going to guess it will end up around 250 by the time I chop, well, I'm going to chop the ends now so I can show you. So yeah, it doesn't have to be too much. I've just chopped off the ends of either side, put it back on the scale. It's probably about 260. Come on, wait. Yeah. Ah, what are you doing? Well, I'll take it away. There you go, so it was 264. So for those of you that are confused with myfitnesspal, all you do is you open the app of myfitnesspal. I already have sweet potato on there, but you go look for sweet potato raw weight. That's something you have to figure out, because obviously when you're cooking foods, you have to decide how you're gonna weigh it. Are you gonna weigh it cooked or raw? I always do it raw because it's a lot easier, because look how easy it is to weigh that raw, rather than if it was mixed into a meal and stuff, so it's easy to do that way. So I'm going to put in, I'm typing sweet potatoes raw because I always have it saved. I'm going to use it 264. That comes out to 53 grams of carbs, 4.1 grams of protein, 0.1 grams of fat, and that is, in terms of calories, 227 calories. So it's really that simple. A lot of people overcomplicate it, it's really not. And in terms of overall using myfitnesspal, I highly recommend saving the meals that you eat on a regular basis. Like for example, a typical meal I always have saved in myfitnesspal. These are all the meals I have saved on a regular basis, and because I have them like literally virtually every single day, I pick and choose. I've took pictures as well, so it's even quicker for me just to look at the picture and know what I'm having, and it already has all the meal and ingredients I always have. So if I wanted to have it, I just click on it and it'll add it all to the meal straight away, tell me the calories, tell me the macros, and I'll see if it's going to fit in the day. I know I'm over waffling, but people ask me stuff and I'm trying to give value in the videos rather than just like fancy edits. I'm trying to help you guys actually cook good food and stay in shape. Some of you may be thinking, why do I put like salad stuff and cook it, like the cucumbers and cherry tomatoes, Think of America for a second. Purely because I really don't like cold food. You probably know that already. So the cherry tomatoes, cucumbers, and any sort of salad type veg, apart from lettuce, I'll normally put in the stuff with it. Anyways, I've poured it in a bowl now, and I'm gonna have my sweet potatoes. Literally, you notice that when you put these little things in individually, it doesn't seem like a lot of food. But when you put them together, it can be a very, very filling meal, especially when it's real food. You know what I mean? Like the equivalent of this compared to like a McDonald's meal, this is much more filling, but it's way less calories. If you have a McDonald's burger and fries, you're sometimes still hungry afterwards, even though you've ate like 1,300 to 500 calories. Whereas this, I can't remember off the top of my head, but I'm gonna guess that this whole, oh, it's got salmon though. So this whole meal, I would assume, you're gonna see it on screen, so whether I'm right or wrong, what happened to the pasta? Roughly around 700 to 800 calories, I think. If you eat this now, watch some more How I Met Your Mother. Actually, hold on, I might as well show you. After I eat that, if I'm still semi-packaged, I'm gonna have the rest of the blueberries. This full packet was 150 grams, and there's only about 3/4 in there. There's probably about 100 grams of blueberries left. People, it's currently 7:45, so what we're going to do now, have a little snack as I watch TV. This is a small pack of sweet and salty popcorn. Right, so all you got to do is go on myfitnesspal, literally click on the barcode, give you like a little camera, you look at the barcode of the food, you scan it, and voila, you've added it. It's literally that simple. Right, it's currently 8:20, so I need something to eat next, to be honest. The only thing I've got left in my fridge is 300 grams left of chicken again. I don't really want to have that again. But I did find this little pack of sausages for muscle food, the extra lean pork sausages. It says that if you have 100 grams, which is what's in this packet, it is only 5 grams of fat. So yeah, I'm going to have that now. I'm probably going to have it with that lettuce thing again, because I still haven't got any carb sources. And I don't really want to have pasta or anything like that today. I just don't feel for it. Right, so what we're going to have is the 3 sausages, which I must say, I wish I had a bagel, because that would have went perfect in it. 3 sausages in a bagel, but I'm just going to have it with those lettuce things I had. Then what I'm going to have right after that is one of these 6-layer bars. This is the birthday cake one. So just to show you guys how this actually works, how easy it is. For example, I have gone down to the snack section, add food, click on that, which is going to let me scan the bar. Okay, it pops up, 1 6-layer bar, shows you the calories, the macros and all that jazz. Press OK, and just as a curiosity, what am I at so far? Throughout the day, I'm at 162 grams of protein, 56 grams of fat, and the carbs are there. So yeah, it's that simple. The problem I'm going to have actually is try and keep pushing up the calories, because the last meal I had, obviously the salmon one, was a little bit later than usual, and it was quite a filling meal, so I'm not actually that hungry right now. But I'm still going to get down the sausages and this and a protein bar. Before I go, let me do a little quick taste review of one of these. Cosine. Alright, and it's currently just around 9 o'clock. And honestly, I'm not hungry, so I'm probably just going to end the day on having one of these myprotein cereal bars. But those that follow me from way back when, you used to know I have these little, they're like 97 calories, nice little bars. And they are quite filling, surprisingly, because they're really, really chewy. I was going to go for myprotein's new thing, which is like these Kit Kat bars, break bars, which is basically the myprotein version of a Kit Kat. It tastes really nice, but that one's not as filling as this one's. Even though I'm not hungry, I feel like I'm gonna have this anyway because it's gonna be my last thing to have. So, hope you enjoyed today's full day being. It was super random, but this just shows a kind of day that, like real life, when things happen, when you forget to food shop, and there's certain things you can't have because you haven't got available, how you can still make it work. I'm under the calories I'm meant to hit for today, but I'm not hungry, and I feel like I'd almost be having to cram myself to get to that point. So I'm just not gonna hit it. You know what I mean? It's not the end of the world. The problem is when you're actually starving, but then you don't fit in your calories. This is the opposite effect. I haven't reached my calories, but I'm not hungry. It's because I ate so much later in the day. Anyways, people, peace out, stay getting gains, and I'll drop another full day being soon.